So we are going to be talking to Erin about red hot confidence. And oftentimes, as an entrepreneur, some person struggle with confidence, and she's going to help us to talk through that and how it is that you can just show up as your best self. Welcome, Erin. Welcome. And thank you so much for bringing your vivacious self to our conference today. It's really a pleasure having you. And, in reading, and it talks about stress. So many of our entrepreneurs can attest to feeling this at one point or the other during their entrepreneurial journey and as they think of, growing. So thank you so much for coming on, and, we're gonna jump right in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You're amazing. So I'm really glad this worked out. Happy to be here.
A pleasure. So we're having a conversation about breaking through to success, and I want to hear from you. How do you define success?
I thought about that question. I think that there are a lot of different ways people look at success. I feel that so often success to many people is related to wealth or fame, and that can be part of it. I personally believe success is achieving results that you're going after. It's feeling good about the outcome of something you set your mind to do. It could be as simple as I successfully washed my kitchen floor. Like, it's so clean. It could be like the littlest things to, oh my gosh, I earned $500,000 in 6 months. It can be as big or as small as you want it. And I think that part of what I do too is to find those moments of celebrating the successes, both the small and the large. But the short answer to the question, I think, is really feeling good about the results that you're getting and achieving something that you set your mind to do.
Thank you for that, Erin. And, entrepreneurs, I keep saying this after this question, that while there are tangible results that you generate for your business, you're hearing it from the experts, from those who have been successful, that it's feeling good, as Erin said, about your day. And I'm happy you shared about because I repeat it, and I guess those who are listening every day will hear me repeat it, that one other expert said, it's if I get to take a nap, it's if I get to walk the dog. Success for you can be different, and you're seeing the evidence in all of these experts as they share that while there are tangible results that you want to generate, and of course as a business owner you want to do it, but in the end it's about that inner peace that it gives you and how it makes you feel as you go through your day. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys are taking notes. You wanted to
Yeah,
add something,
I
Erin?
was
Sure.
just going to say, absolutely. I echo what you're saying, and I think it's also that balance of your life, all areas of it, and being in that flow of life, whether it's in business or personal, or spiritually, whatever it is. It's just that being fulfilled. So when I feel fulfilled personally, I feel successful. And I know we have a whole bunch of questions to get to, but offline, there's a thing called human design, which I just really dove into big time in 2020, actually. We all have different designs, which I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but my design is a projector. There's 5 designs, and a projector thrives off of feeling successful. Other signs need to be satisfied. But I've now also know that when I feel successful, I'm in my right self. I'm aligned with my true being. So I found it fascinating. And then that you're asking that question, I'm like, I've redefined success for myself. So
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. And sometimes that I'm glad you put that in, Erin, because sometimes we don't know why we feel the way we feel.
yeah,
And if you understand what your design is and how you're made up, then you get to say, okay, it's okay because this is really who you are, and it's aligned. So thank you for putting that in. All right, so you talk about being confident. We're talking about red hot confidence. So we want our entrepreneurs to show up and show out. So whether it's online or virtually, what does it mean to be confident, and particularly how does this differ from arrogance?
yeah. So I think confidence is having an innate belief or knowing or faith in yourself, in
Mhm.
your ability to do something, or be someone. And again, it can be as simple as I'm confident at parallel parking. I just happen to be really good at it. Some people are confident at playing the piano really well. I'm not so much, but so it's just having that trust is a huge part of confidence, and trusting yourself to do something. Confidence also, you can have confidence in other people, or in, they're reliable. So there's that trust factor. I'm confident that my assistant or my client is going to show up when they say they're going to show up, if you want to put it into business terms. So it's just that natural trust and belief that something is going to be as it says, or as you believe. Arrogance, I think, is, you can be confident and arrogant. We've all met those people. So they're not separate from one another, but they don't always go hand in hand. To me, when I think of the word arrogant, it reminds me of more of a negative connotation. Confidence is really positive in my mind and my heart, but arrogance is more negative. It comes across as smug, or being haughty, or being better than, conceited. And I think it's okay to be I'd rather someone to be overconfident than underconfident, because you learn. But I don't need someone to be arrogant. I think they're showing off. And if you want to go a little deep, I mean, I'm not a psychologist by any sort, but
Okay.
I'm a study of humans. I'm curious of humans, always have been. I think someone who's arrogant has it could be a deep-seated sense of insecurity. Like, look at me, I'm a hot shot, I'm awesome. And maybe they're not. Maybe they're faking it till they make it, that's okay. But it's that look at me in a not such a positive way, could be, or arrogance sometimes I think could be entitlement. And then sometimes there's arrogant people who can laugh at themselves, and they know their ego is so darn large. And those kind of people sometimes can win me over, just because I'm like, at least that's part of their deal, and they're calling it out and they're being honest about it. But yeah, arrogance has a little bit more of leaves a bad taste in my mouth than confidence.
Yeah, thank you for that, Erin. And as you shared, you talk about confidence, having faith in yourself. So therefore, if you have faith in yourself and you know what it is that you bring to the table, then you don't need to be pushy. You don't need to be over the top. You just get to be you. Because I know, if persons are shy, and if you are, and you may see yourself as an introvert, I hope you checked out the video with Janice Chaka, as we talk about the CEO. She's a CEO for introverts. And, listen to how it is that she breaks that down, because as we're talking now about arrogance and confidence, you can be an introvert and you may feel like you're not confident, but you are. It's just that you're not showing up the way how everybody else is showing up. And that is okay, because you get to be you, as Erin said, having faith in yourself and trusting what you are about, trusting the people also who are around you, that they're going to do what they said that they're going to do. That's going to help you to show up as your best self. So that way you step out on the red carpet and you are just very, very confident, with your head held high. So you've actually worked on the red carpet. How have you implemented some of those same strategies in your coaching business?
Sure. I have implemented those. I've learned a lot by being on the red carpet. I also carry my own red carpet as a comedian. That's the first route I took. Literally bought, some people call it a red bath mat. Erin Brown on the red carpet would get a little offended by that, but no, it really was a red bath mat. But I would bring my red bath mat to the real red carpets. It was so silly. But people got it right away, because I just wanted to have a good time and have a good laugh and not take it all so seriously. What I learned, though, when you really are in those situations, right, you have to listen. Listening is so key, and knowing, like, reading the room, taking the cue. Sometimes when we're talking like celebrities, there's a bunch of different people who have a microphone and they're trying to get into their face and they're trying to get that sound bite. And I think it's towing the line between being too aggressive and also being super approachable. And there are ways to make yourself approachable. And but to work with, how do I work with clients with it? That was the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I think it's about being present is being huge. always being present to what is happening in front of you, and always be listening. We work a lot on listening skills, and that is listening with your ears, listening with your eyes, and listening with your heart. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can get, sound cues, you know, and like physical cues as well. And how do you feel? Like, how do you feel when you're talking to somebody, or how do you feel when you're delivering a presentation or discussing something with a client? Yeah, I think, but the hugest takeaway I would say from doing interviews like that is listening
Yeah.
and trusting that, not always having your own agenda. Like, it's great to have an intention, but I come from an improv comedy background, and everybody should take an improv class. I truly believe it should be mandatory in schools, because if nothing else, it helps give you all the confidence in the world. But what you learn is, you get onto a stage and there's two people and there's nothing. You get maybe a word or a suggestion from the audience. And the whole game of improv, I know this isn't an improv class, but this is really
That's okay.
yeah, it's basically your partner does or says something and you react off of it, and you always yes and it. So yes to whatever they say and you add to it. So you have to listen, and the point of it is to build something together, versus the worst kind of improviser doesn't listen. It's like, oh, I have this one line and this joke and this is going to be the thing. And it's like, no, we're here together. We're going to create this masterpiece that we don't know what it is yet. So when you're talking to a client or whoever, a coworker, whatever, you're having a business conversation, I think it's great to have that intention, but also to leave room for space for what the other person is bringing to the table. So together you can create something that neither of you maybe saw before the conversation began.
I love that, Erin. And you know, as you spoke, so many things came to my mind. And I love the analogy of taking an improv class, because that's one of the things that we do encourage entrepreneurs to do when you enter a conversation. Listen with your heart. We know in the end you want this client. We're not going to joke around it. We know that's something that you probably didn't even think about. You're going to create something that you didn't even think about. And you were sharing that you brought your your bathroom rug. We have an entertainer here in Jamaica, and he used to do that. He used to go out to the different parties.
Did he steal my joke?
And he just rolled out. He rolled out his red carpet, and he would just do stuff. And right now here in Jamaica, you can Google him. Ding Dong is one of the top artists in Jamaica. Like, if you're having an event, Ding Dong, DingDong, he is there. And that's what he used to do. But he just got up and he just did it. He never thought about what anybody was thinking. And when you were sharing, I'm like, that's exactly what Ding Dong did. And now he's just one of the best artists around town. So I like how it's coming together, because as you said, when you're on the red carpet, there's so many persons vying for that one mic, one celebrity. And when in your business, there are a lot of persons who are vying for different clients, even the ones you're going after. And if you're able to listen with your heart, then you're able to create something together that is just magical. So really, really love it. And improv, building something together. I'm just here to listen to you. I'm not here with my own agenda. We are just here to have a conversation, and let's see what we can do together. It warms my heart, Ellen. I'm happy you brought it up, and I love how it combines. And entrepreneurs, remember, it's about connecting with the person you're talking to.
Yes.
I had a client the other day. I was having a potential client, and I was helping her to create the vision. What's the vision? In the end, she decided to go another route, and I just was so happy. I'm like, if you believe in your heart that this is the way that you want to go, and this is going to help you to get to your goal, then go for it. I'm celebrating you. Would I want her as a client? Sure. But I'm sure we're just very happy for that. So I'm here, or the internet has been giving issues today. I'm not sure what's happening. But
there's a couple delays.
We're going through.
Sometimes you're about to say something juicy and you're like, I'm like, oh shoot. But I think I'm reading through the lines.
I'm going to listen back just to ensure that our entrepreneurs get every little juice out of this interview. So I think we touched on it. I was about to ask you, what does it mean to be red carpet confident? I don't know if there's anything else on that you want to share with us.
Carpet confidence. Yes, I think it is how you, oh my gosh. Okay, where do I start? So many things going on in my head. I feel like the way my business has come to being has been less than traditional. So that, there you go. Be less traditional, because
Yeah.
whatever works works. And as long as, you can embrace what is, that's always a better thing, and be real and be honest with yourself. So I think that my business has sort of come backwards, right? It started out as this gimmick, and now I'm like, oh, it's a business. So did I ever foresee that happening? No, I was trying to get onto a late night talk show, but that's okay. I'm okay where I'm at today. I still get to use my gifts in a different way and impact people. Back to the red carpet thing, is that I kind of think, what if everybody every day woke up with a mental game of red carpet, like a red carpet mentality? Would they stand a little bit taller? If you are getting your photo taken and you're on the red carpet, whether you've literally been on the red carpet or not, I mean, it's not that hard to get onto, by the way. They're having, you can have like a grand opening of a new store, and they have their step and repeat and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's fun. I would encourage anyone, even especially if they feel super uncomfortable, to go do it, just as a little experiment. But yeah, you definitely stand taller and have the shoulders back, and you strike a pose and smile and have those eyes like lit up. So do the exercises, and I would challenge your listeners and everyone participating to try to set the day with that mindset of, I'm going to be on the red carpet. It doesn't mean you're going to go get your hair done and your makeup done like I did today for all of you great people. Uh, but it could be like, I am going to put on lip gloss today because it just gives me, even though it's an outer appearance thing, but it might just give you that little bit of more faith in yourself, more confidence. And I don't push that this is part of my workshop where, if you, the best way for me to do something I don't really want to do, like if I have to do something so mundane like taxes, I literally, for me, I'll slap on really bright pink lipstick and play a crazy song before I get to work. That works for me. I might be weird. I don't know. But find out what works for you to sort of get you in your zone. And more red carpet stuff is like, if you are having a Zoom call and you want to wear, like those killer heels that you have, just if you were in person with the client, would make you stand a little taller or just feel more powerful or in your stance, wear them, even though no one can see them. So
Yeah.
the trick is, I think, long story too long, is to make a choice. It can be super simple, that ask yourself, does this make me feel good, or fill in the blank how you want to feel? But am I genuinely being more me? Am I genuinely being more Michelle? Because I put my hair up in the bun or whatever, because I think the key is, there's only one of you, and you want to bring your best you on any given day to the party, to the meeting, to the pickup at school, whatever that looks like. So it's a little mindset, and you
Yeah.
can make simple choices, and it doesn't have to be all paparazzi.
Yes. And for our ladies who are on, when you look good, you feel good. When you got your nails done, when you got your hair done, you did your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Even if, as Erin said, it's a lip gloss, when you feel good. You know it. So go ahead and do it. Put on a lip gloss and you have on your heels, you're sitting in around your dining table, nobody has to know, and you're just bossing it up for the day. And for the men, you may want to throw on a jacket. You want to feel like a boss. You want to feel like that confident entrepreneur. Practice it. I practice sometimes in front of the mirror. Like, I'm just having conversations, or I'm washing the dishes and I'm making some sounds. Like, I'm just thinking about my clients and I'm thinking about having a conversation with them. So, do it. Get up and do it. You know it. And that's what you want to make sure that you do. You feel it within you. And it's not just only about somebody else. So you have some amazing, amazing nuggets there. And you feel good.
It's whatever puts you in your body,
Yeah.
like I have a little mini trampoline. Sometimes I'll just jump on that for 5 minutes between a meeting or a call, or just dance, just whatever it is, the choice is yours. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like physical, but that does help. And it does help to present yourself.
Yeah.
Listen.
Play some music and shake it off.
Yeah, total.
All right. Can you be uncomfortable and confident at the same time? I mean, you
Hell
seem
yeah. Hell yeah. Every day, all day. Yep. It's finding that courage, feel it, embrace the feeling of being uncomfortable and acknowledge it and go forth. And it's completely normal. It's completely natural. If you're nervous is literally the same exact, I think, physical reaction in your body that is excitement. So maybe if
Ah,
change the word to excitement. I'm just really excited. It's showing up as nervousness, but it's the same exact physiological thing that it does to your system. So, yeah, I think it's being aware of it, accept it, and then have that intention of like, okay, I feel that, and I'm going to move forward anyway. Because any great thing is, people are scared all the time, but they still find the courage to move forward. And yeah, I think it's acknowledging it is a big thing. It just wants to be seen and heard. And
yeah.
it's going to get easier over time. I mean, the first time I did stand up, I was totally nervous. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, or the first even the first time I did one of these virtual game shows, I was like, okay. And now it's a well-oiled machine. So I don't get as nervous, but there is always a little bit of excitement and flutters that I get.
Yeah.
I'm really
So
uncomfortable right now, Michelle. You make me extremely uncomfortable. Cannot be
she's aware of it and she's accepted it. So you hear that, guys. Don't think that everybody that you see show up, whether they're showing up on a call or they're showing up on TV or wherever they're showing up, don't think that they're always comfortable. But they
right.
do, they know, and as Erin said, you're aware of it, you accept it, and you just decide that I'm gonna make an exception for this one thing today, and I'm just gonna do it. Nervousness, I know you're there, but just hold a seat for a moment and find what can work for you. If you're doing a presentation and there's one person in the audience that you connect with, or you think about what you want to share and you see pieces of you there, go ahead and just connect with them and figure out what works for you. If it makes you feel comfortable to squeeze a pin, if you need a stress ball, whatever it is, find something to work with. So what I would really want you to take away is that not everybody who you see come out and be confident, it doesn't mean that they're always comfortable. And I love what you shared, that nervousness is the same as excitement.
Mm-hmm.
So you can change the word. When you change the word, it makes you feel completely different. So if you change nervous with excitement, it then gives you a positive emotion towards, what it is that you're going for.
Yeah, and they say, right, the light is out of your comfort zone, outside your comfort zone. And half those people are wearing Spanx, so they're uncomfortable. That's one beautiful thing about Zoom. Spanx, haven't worn them all year. Shout out to Sara Blakely. Okay.
Big up Sara Blakely. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, they're already uncomfortable.
And guys wear them too. Manx.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, can I tell you? So everybody is uncomfortable, even the celebrities that we're adoring. Okay, guys. So be happy with who you are. So this has been fun, and I'm asking all my entrepreneurs this question: what is the most important, as an entrepreneur? What is the most important question that one should ask themselves?
Yes, I believe this is a challenging question. I mean, there's a lot of questions that you should ask yourself, but I think, what do you want to do? I think is part of it. And the whole title of your conference, like about your purpose, I think ask yourself, what is your purpose? What is my purpose? And sit with that for a while. And then that's the main thing. What's my purpose? And then when you're doing your business, what's the purpose of my business? Am I serving a need? This is many questions, but I think it's the big question is to know what your purpose is, and then what does that mean, or what does that look like? How can that manifest into serve the world? Because as a business owner, we're here to serve. Sorry, it's not about us. It is about who we serve, because that's who's going to line our pockets or our hearts, or whatever you're in the business for. So I think you do need to be in touch with who you are in your purpose too. Then you're in your greatness, right? And I have so much faith. And when you're in your greatness, it's like, well, then, yeah, what are you here to bring the world? Because the world does need you. The world really does need you. I don't mean to sound sarcastic, like, sorry, but it's like, the world does need you. But so I think it can be symbiotic, where it feels really good to be and do what I am doing or bringing to the world. Like it's been a huge shift for me personally in the past year. It's
Yeah.
like, and I had to let go of some old things that I wanted, or or old visions, how I thought it might look. And now I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like I'm finding a new audience of people who uh, value what I'm doing, which is wonderful. But it's also they're feeling the impact, which has always been my mission.
Yeah.
My personal mission is to make the world a more joyful place, to help people get in touch with that sense of that inherent need to play that we all have as human beings. And I'm finding the vehicle because I'm open to what my purpose is and how it can serve because people are giving me feedback. So find out what your purpose is and then go decide how you want to put that forth into the world in the best way possible that everybody wins.
I love that. Thank you so much for that. So, what do you want to do, and what is your purpose? You're getting it right here from Erin Brown. And the thing about it is, Erin, when you were sharing just now, what came to mind, I'm doing this thing with feedback in my coaching, and feedback can be uncomfortable. Whenever we're giving feedback, we want it to, oh, you're looking nice. Oh, you're great. How about you're not showing up? You're not. And one of the feedback I got in one of the session was that I was holding back. And I listened to that, and then I thought about how it is that we are here to serve, and the fact that when you hold back and you don't move into your purpose, who are you impacting? There are persons' lives out there
Mm.
who need to be transformed, who need to hear what you have to say from you. Your journey in your life makes you unique. Look at you, red carpet, and now you're here talking about improv and how improv can help you to connect with your clients. That is just amazing. So your journey is a part of your story, and that helps you to serve others and connect with them. So, embrace the unique you, embrace every aspect of your story and your life, and put it all together and ask yourself, as Erin just shared, what do you want? What is my purpose? And figure out how your life can serve your purpose. And that should be just amazing. Thank you so much, Erin. It's been a wonderful, wonderful
Thank
conversation.
you. Thank you. Can
I want
I add?
you to. Sure, go
No,
ahead.
I just wanted to, I love what you said. I want to just reflect back too that I also believe that each one of us is blessed with a palette of gifts, of talents. And my personal belief is if we don't tap into those talents, we're sort of, I call it God. I'm kind of spitting in God's face or the
Yeah,
universe or the creator. And it's like, don't waste your talent, like be willing. And what you said was so beautiful about you don't know who might need what you have to offer and you will never know if you're not willing to go in there and dig and develop it and go through it's not easy being an entrepreneur,
no,
transformation and growth, and it's all uncomfortable.
yeah,
But what are you going to do? Live a boring life? Okay. Good luck with that. Hey, so I that just reminded me when you said that.
yeah.
Tap
Thank you
into it.
so much. Thank you so much. So tap into it, guys. So we're not going to allow Erin to leave until she tells us about what she does and how it is that you can reach her. All the links to how you can access Erin and what she's offering you today are going to be right below her video. So go ahead, listen, and then you can click and you can get connected with hot red carpet girl, Erin Brown, and gain some confidence. Over to you, Erin.
Excellent. Thank you, Michelle. So my website, everything can really be found at www.hotredcarpet.com, which you'll see the link. You can click on that, and if you go, you can see my different offerings. If you are interested in any kind of client event or a private virtual team bonding, uplifting, fun, I've done customer events. I've done office holiday parties. I'm doing an 11-year-old girl's birthday party in an hour. I know, hosting Survey Says, which is Family Feud, and it can be customized as you want. So that's one thing that we really love doing, virtual game shows. I also MC events. So if you're having a conference that you need an MC to do the whole thing or interview, I'm happy to do that. And last but not least, I am a confidence coach. Who knew? So yeah, it's great. I work one-on-one with people and really cater it to whatever you need help on, whether it's your presentation skills or just getting in touch with that deep sense of self. Like if you're just insecure about things, we'll talk about it. It's really safe and can be really fun. And that's it really. If you want to if something spoke to you, where you think I really want to know more about that coaching, you can book a breakthrough visibility call with me. I think I gave you my calendar link.
Yes.
And then also there is a little freebie for you. It's like a playing cards that you can hang that are red carpet confident.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much, Erin, and thank you to the entrepreneurs who came on today. I hope that you left with something. I mean, I left with 2 pages. So, I left with 2 pages. So I hope you left with something, because we're all here so we can pour into each other and learn from each other and grow together.